setting boundaries. No one talks about the guilt that comes with setting boundaries. Well, they do. I take that back. But I'm going to talk about it today because I'm like, it's like I walk in love. I walk in purity. Yeah, part of me wants to help everybody, but I realize I have to really do it from a place of balance. So that way I don't get taken advantage of. And it's like the most contradicting thing because especially with someone you love, like I said, boundary with somebody you love. And you know they're really extremely dependent on you. It's like you got to start breaking that mold so that way a new cycle can begin. And it's just so. Anyways, it could just be so nerve-wracking sometimes. Like this eclipse season, I understand like the height of my emotions. I'm like, okay, Lexi, you don't have to don't let the emotions consume you. Like allow yourself to observe and feel these emotions, but don't let them consume you and become your identity. What the hell are you doing? Oh gosh, he has zoom boom 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 booms. Anyways, I'm realizing that like, okay, yes, keep your heart chakra open, but have boundaries in place. Like don't be guarded, but have boundaries in place. That's something that I'm learning right now. Oh my god, you see my reflection? Inkle, 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 whatever. But it's like I'm just learning how to be in balance with that and to not be like cold or mean. But then again, you have to be mean because people will take advantage of you if you're not. That's like the paradox. Like, yes, love yourself and love others. Be kind, but don't be nice. It's a learning experience, and I had to remind myself, like, hey, healing's not linear. One day you might feel like you got it all together. One day you might feel like you don't got shit together. Like today, I'm like, oh my God, damn. Because like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take the higher road. Because like in the past, when stuff like this happened before, I was doing it. But the eclipse is bringing up again, like, hey, do it again. This time, feel it, process it, and let it go. Like that's what this, for some reason, this new moon feels like a full moon. Okay, all right, we're just gonna flow with it. Flow with it, flow with it. Sexy lady, give me your number, girl. Flow with it. So, I guess that, it's just something I'm processing and learning. And how I handle stuff like that is I take the higher road. I choose love. Hear me out. Love on like a higher consciousness perspective. Like, okay, this is all happening for my growth and evolution. And all I have is the present moment. I don't want to bring the past resentment or the past anger or just the past emotions to the present moment. I want this present moment. I want to be fully present in this present moment. So I'm willing to forgive and release whatever happened before so that way I can have this present moment and it's not tainted. And I'm not tainting my future by thinking about what the fuck happened before. I'm able to feel my emotions and to process them and acknowledge like, hey, this is here to teach me something. Before I reincarnated on this plane, I signed contracts to learn these lessons. It's going to come in waves. I just got to accept that. You come in waves, waves. That's a channel song I had like back in July. I kept hearing that. I was like, I've heard that song in years. Normani and Black. I've heard that in forever. So that may be a channel song for someone. But if you're going through the same thing I'm going through when it comes to setting boundaries and giving from a full cup instead of from an empty cup, you understand this cycle. I mean, I don't really want to say the word cycle. You understand. Cats in the box. Anyways, she just be doing shit. It's never a dull moment with cats. They're always off the fucking walls, literally. And then mind you, it's like 1 a.m. Anyways, yeah. So I was just thinking, I was like doing like a heart chakra meditation. I was like, no, I want to keep my heart open because I love the version of myself that has her heart open. I love her and I want to love myself, but I don't want to be thinking about the past and trying to love myself. I want to release the past and just flow in the present moment. So that's what I was doing. So that's what I was just doing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to forgive the situation. I'm going to accept it for what it is. I'm accept the things I cannot change. I'm accept the things. I accept the past for what it is. I accept the future for what it can be, but I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to surrender. I'm going to trust the present moment. I'm going to trust that I have everything in this present moment and that I am fulfilled, that I am loved and I am abundant in this present moment and that I am healed in this present moment because I'm simply doing the healing work. And that's nothing. We always try to be quote unquote fully healed. And I'm really trying to, Virgo season. Ah! And I have Virgo in the first house. And that's another thing. My Virgo first house is being hit. Like my whole identity is changing. I have changed identities. I've evolved into a more Lilith sort of identity mindset. A whole different topic for a different day. But Virgos, we always like, I'm not a Virgo, I'm a Scorpio. Same thing. If you don't, you know. But Virgos, like, they're really particular and very organized and very detailed. They want to make sure everything is pinpoint perfect. And that is something I'm realizing, like, that's just how my brain works. That's how our brains work sometimes. I'm a Virgo rising in the first house. But it's just, I had to accept that's unrealistic and I'm human. I'm not a fucking machine. I'm human. Saying that out loud as a very evolved soul still feels kind of weird, but still at the end of the day, I'm human. I signed up for a human experience. I need to experience it without thinking, okay, what's the next move? What's the next motive? What's this next thing to overcome? What's this challenge? Why not just fucking live? Why did life become, I understand, yes, healing work, but like, eventually we have to get off that train of always thinking, oh, we gotta heal something. Do you know how much healing work I've done this year? And there was a part of me that was still like, all right, what's next to heal? And then Spirit's like, you completed your mission. Like that first phase, you completed it. There's nothing else for you to do but to relax and receive. And then like that mode was still there. Like, oh no, what's next? Come on. Like my whole life is not meant to just be freaking shadow work. Eventually I'm going to see the light that I've created within myself or that I have locked and unlocked in myself. Unlocked in myself. And it's just like, yeah, I unlocked this part of myself. I need to experience it. She needs to be seen too, just as much as my shadows. And it's like we have to get off the hamster wheel. Just like how the hamster wheels of a 9 to 5. Same thing with the freaking healing work. Get off that hamster wheel and live your life. Accept your flaws. You don't have to be perfect. Trust your intuition in every moment. You're going to know what feels right and what doesn't feel right. And that's your guiding compass when it comes to living life. You're not going to have all the answers. You don't need to have all this shit figured out. No one has this shit figured out. Who really gives a fuck at the end of the day? No one knows the fuck's going on anyway. So why the fuck are you putting all this pressure on yourself to figure all this shit out? You don't need to do that. You need to live your life. And that's how you learn and grow. And that's where the real healing is not even going to be like how it is, how we think we did. How we do healing now versus just living our life, I promise you more than likely the healing comes up when we're just having human interactions and human experiences and we're just vibing and learning and exploring and having adventures and just experiencing. The real healing takes place then in the moment. And then when you do that, guess what? You get the presence in the present moment because that's the gift. That's the gift right there. Instead of thinking you have to be all perfect and tip-top shape and make sure you're on point when you enter in these like different scenarios of life. I have to fart. Maybe. But it's just like you don't have to be perfect. And that's something I'm really realizing. It's like I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be perfect. And I'm not expecting myself to be perfect either because why the fuck would I put that much pressure on my inner child when I just want to live? She just wants to live. We just want to have fun. That takes away from the fun. It takes away from the magic. That's the real healing right there is when you're living from your inner child and you start to see life and experience life through that joyfulness, that fulfillment, that pleasure. That's where the real healing takes place. Not you beating yourself up all the time because you think that you have to be perfect for X, Y, and Z. No. No. What the hell? Cleo, please, look, cat just be doing stuff. She just ran across the room. Skip that fashion. But I'm gonna leave the message here. I hope you guys got something from this. And remember to take it easy, because I know it's Virgo season. And then we got, guess what we got right around the corner in Libra season with all that indecisiveness and shit. But actually, Libra season is really good. Like for me, Libra seasons are all about self-care and balance. And I'm going to pray to Mother Ma'at for during that season, because that's her scales and stuff. But I love you. Be gentle to yourself. Be kind to yourself, okay? I love you so much, and you deserve love. You deserve compassion. Don't mind my house. We're moving. She keeps opening doors. She's being orange. Anyways, I love you, babes. Oh my God, 11. Be nice to yourself, to your inner child. That is an order. You must be nice to yourself. You must love yourself unconditionally. If you do not, I will cry. Because we're reflections of one another. And to hurt yourself is to hurt me. Okay? Okay? Do you pick up what I'm putting down? I hope so. Okay. I love y'all. Bye.